When we think of the theatre, many of us simply think about being entertained. But actress Pauline Moran explains how a play can often deliver much more as she tells us about her role in a South African play called Bones. That's all in today's entertainment from bbclearningenglish.com. I'm Yvonne Archer. Hello.
BBC Learning English. Everyday English, every day.
Bones, a play that was written and directed by Kay Adshead, is set in post-apartheid South Africa, a time when it became illegal to treat people unfairly simply because of their colour. In the play, Peter is a harmless and very ill old white man, but when he worked as a senior policeman, many of the local black people he questioned simply disappeared. Peter's wife, Jennifer, loves him very much and believes that he'll be cured by magic if she reveals the gruesome secret of what happened to all those people. But will she? Before we find out, let's hear from Pauline Moran, who plays Jennifer. She explains why the audience begins to feel sorry for her.
Yes. Well, you do realise that Jennifer is also a victim. At the end you do, because she's her misplaced love has kept her in a loveless marriage for 37 years, and she's been loyal and she's kept it a secret. She should never have done such a thing, having witnessed such an atrocity.
During the play, the entire community watches as the bones of friends and relatives are dug up from the couple's beautiful rose garden. But Jennifer seems to be more upset about her roses and the noise than she is about all those lost lives. Surprisingly, the audience does begin to feel sorry for her because, as Pauline says, she's a victim. Someone who's suffered and has been hurt, in this case by Peter's cruel and shocking actions. But Jennifer's also suffered because despite 37 years of marriage, Peter hasn't returned her love. She's suffered what Pauline calls a loveless marriage. As we continue, try to catch the noun Pauline uses to describe Peter's cruel, shocking actions.
She's been loyal and she's kept it a secret. She should never have done such a thing, having witnessed such an atrocity. But in the end she confesses, and I think in a sense is redeemed because she's laid bare all the true facts. But as to whether Peter is forgiven, that's another matter entirely, and it's probably up to each audience member to take away and form their own opinion.
Did you manage to catch the noun Pauline used to describe Peter's cruel and shocking actions? Yes, she calls them an atrocity, a noun that's often heard during reports about war. So do listen out for it again after today's programme.
bbclearningenglish.com.
Jennifer's love and loyalty to her husband made her feel that she couldn't tell anyone about the atrocities she'd witnessed, what she'd seen. But as Pauline put it, she is redeemed, forgiven, and has put right a serious wrong by telling the entire truth about what happened. Jennifer has laid bare all the true facts.
In the end she confesses, and I think in a sense is redeemed because she's laid bare all the true facts.
Of course, the same cannot be said for Peter, so the audience are left to decide whether he will ever deserve the same consideration.
BBC Learning English. Everyday English, every day.
A play like Bones can be important in raising awareness about the apartheid years, bringing what happened to the attention of more people and helping them to understand more about that period of time. But who in particular does Pauline think needs to be more aware of apartheid?
It's definitely raising awareness, because it's surprising how little young people today do know about the apartheid years. They haven't any idea. It's surprised us, talking to people after the play. They may have a very superficial knowledge of the atrocities that went on, but that they don't really. I don't think they teach it in schools as part of courses at all. So there's a great deal, the pit of ignorance about it.
Pauline Moran has been very surprised at the tiny amount of knowledge, the superficial knowledge, that young people have about the apartheid years. As she put it, there's a great deal of the pit of ignorance about it. But fortunately, the play is helping to change that. Do you feel that plays are a good way to help raise awareness of important issues? Perhaps you think they're an entertaining way to teach history. Or maybe you think they give an audience too much drama and not enough facts. Why not try to discuss that in English after today's entertainment from bbclearningenglish.com. Goodbye.
BBC Learning English. Everyday English, every day.